Good Saturday morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. So I am headed to Hobby Lobby to pick up some supplies. Today I want to take y'all on a behind the scenes of how I create this Spider-Man box for one of my customers. This process is a process over this process is over the course of 2 days. Okay. I did make a Spider-Man box before, but I no longer had it, and so she reached out to me and asked me if I could make her one. This is not a small box. This is a big box, and it's a gift box. So I enjoy customizing gift boxes, and I thought I would bring y'all along with me and show you the behind the scenes of how I actually come up with this idea to create a Spider-Man gift box. So one of the things I can tell you that I do for sure is I like to pull up different pictures off of the website, off of Google. So I just type in Spider-Man beds, Spider-Man car, anything related Spider-Man, and I look at the shapes of the things that I see. And then once I look at the shapes, then I just come up with my own design. Now, I sketch out the design, and then once I sketch it out, I cut it out and put the pieces together as a puzzle. Once it's pieced together as a puzzle, then I make a pattern out of it where it's traceable. And so what I do for her and all the customers that ask for certain things like this is called a kit. And it's a traceable kit that I sell. And it's of the design that I came up with for them to put together a basket of whatever character it was that they asked me to create. In this case, this is a Spider-Man box. Therefore, she will receive she'll receive cardboard cutouts that she can take and trace and put it on something even more durable, and trace out those shapes and cut them out and then put them together and have her beautiful Spider-Man box that she wants. So that's the plan for today. I did some of the sketching when I woke up yesterday, and because that's when she actually asked me for it, or if I could do it. And you have to make sure that you can actually do these things before you say yes, especially if it's not on your website. She's a special customer to me. She's been hanging in there with me and purchasing from me for a while now, and of course I'm gonna do it for her. So I have to buy enough of supplies to make more than one when I do this. I have to buy enough for her so she can put it together, and then I have to buy enough for myself where I can put it together in a video to show her and anyone else that wants to buy it how to put it together, if that makes any sense. So yes, so that's what I am about to do now, is we're going to head to Hobby Lobby and we're going to go and pick up some supplies. And then I'm going to show you a little bit about, a little behind the scene of, like I said, how I come up with what I come up with. And we're going to go from there. I'm hoping that the footage that I recorded yesterday it's gonna work. I recorded from a different phone. The one is kind of old, but I'm really hoping that it works. And if it works, then I can insert those clips in on how I came up with the design itself. And normally I don't like to do crafts on this end of my channel, but I thought it would be interesting to show you guys how I come up with it, and then even show you the end result of it. It is a process. Believe me when I tell you it is a process, but I enjoy making things like this. All right, so I'll see you inside of Hobby Lobby. Okay, so I'm back in one of my favorite stores. I'm headed to get what's the word? I got a lot of this yesterday and used it. And now I gotta buy a lot again today. And I prefer to use the white. Oh my goodness. Alright, y'all. Got 4 of them. And I really think that's all I need to have everything else. I'm hoping I have everything else. Maybe that's what I should say. Yeah, so I'm gonna get this and get out of here. So honestly, that was not it. I forgot. We got to have wheels on this thing, so... And, the wheels that they have in here are expensive wheels. I'll say that, $329. And it's for the size of the... That's for a smaller one. Right now, I might have to come back to get the wheels, and I'm saying that because not only because these are expensive, but because there's another way to do it. I'm just wondering, would it reach all the way across? And the other way to do it is using the Dollar Tree tower holders. In this case, that might be the better bet. And then just get some cardboard to cover it to make it look really nice. Okay, I'm at Hobby Lobby, and I realized there was a couple of more things I needed to get for this project, which was some dowels. Because what are the wheels going to sit on if I don't get any dowels, right? So I did get the dowels, and I got a substitute for the wheels just in case what I already have does not work. But I did not want to buy the styrofoam wheels because they were expensive. They were way expensive, and I need 4 of those. Honestly, I need 8 of those. So, yeah, that was not going to work. So, I need to grab some zip ties from Dollar Tree. And then once I grab the zip ties, I'm pretty much going to be set. Now, today is a scorching hot day. All right? I mean, seriously dangerous hot day. So please take in your fluids. Please stay cool. Please don't even go out if you don't really have to go out. I'll say it that way. Because it's hot. It's a different kind of high. You know, the sun is really taking its job very serious. So I'm not gonna even I can't even leave my phone up here on my dash to record for you guys because it's so hot. And I keep getting warnings that my phone is getting too hot. So we're gonna head on to Dollar Tree, grab them zip ties, and then we're gonna be back at the house and I can show you more of what I have going on. Okay, so right here, I am trying to figure out how I want to design this car. Okay, so I've done it before, but I want to do it just a little bit different than the first time that I did it. So I'm sitting here trying to get my measurements right so I can draw it out correctly the first time. And it takes me a minute to get a vision. So that's what I'm doing right here. So I'm also trying to find my center mark so I'll know exactly where the center starts at in the middle of this project. So when cutting it, that I can cut it down and it would be even on both sides. So that's what the measurements for the point end of the car right here. And that allows me to go on and put the curve in correctly on both sides. Now, as I do this, you will see me erase, 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 erase. Because sometimes I'm just not satisfied with the way it looks. And then once I get it where I want it, then, you know, it's a done deal and I'm happy with it. So now I am satisfied with how this looks and I am cutting it. And I think the plan to do to make sure that it is even on both sides is to cut it up until I can get to that center mark that I made on the drawing in the first place. Of course, when I'm cutting, either my scissors will give me a hard time or my blade will give me a hard time. This is not out of the ordinary for me on any day, but I'm still trying to make it happen. So you see where I cut right there in the center of it? That's the marking, and I'm just making sure that I have that right. So the next thing I'm going to do once I have it sized up correctly, I'm going to go on and draw a line down the center just like that and splice it. And that is for me to fold it. Now what this does is it allows me to make the other side just as equal as the first side so that they'll both be the same size at the end. This particular piece that you see me working on right now is the actual grille for the front of the car. Okay, so that's why it's so important that I get this right. And then you see me splice it down on one end, and what I'm trying to do now is just make the line so I'll know on both sides where to splice it. So I use one side to guide me for the other side. And all of these pieces that I'm making are supposed to be traceables for the kit, okay? So these are not the pieces that you actually supposed to use to put the card together with. That's why they are going to be cut and going to be folded the way they're folded. But once these pieces are traced out onto another secured board that don't have cuts like this here, then it's good to go. So now I'm taking another piece of board, and what I'm trying to do is make the hood. And the hood has to connect with that front piece in order for this to work and come together as one. So that's what this is about right here. And I have to cut it at an angle so it will look right. Okay, so now I finally got that piece off. Y'all see how long that took me to do that? Okay, so now I'm making slices, like splicing the front of the grill because the sides have to turn in. It will not work if it's not turned in. It cannot go straight. So the front part of it has to be straight, but the sides have to turn in. And I'm looking to make sure that it looks right. Then I'm bumping the pieces up to make sure it will look right. And it's actually looking the way it's supposed to look. So I'm satisfied with that. So now to move on. So I'm getting some more inspiration by looking on my phone. So this time on this Spider-Man car, I want to create a door. The last one I made, I did not create a door. So I decided I want to create a door with a window on this one. So what I decided to do, I couldn't find nothing on Google that, suited my fancy. So what I decided to do instead was go onto Canva and look at some different door styles that they have on there. Then I found one that I liked and decided that I was going to try to, you know, do the best I can to make it, kind of look like what I was looking at on there. And then add my own little style to it. So that's what I'm doing right here. So I found the design, and so now I'm trying to cut out, some type of window for the car, and just trying to make it look right and clean it up a little bit. So as I'm doing this, I also noticed another design on Canva. So what I ended up doing instead was freestyling it, because all of the designs, it's only bits and pieces of it that I like. Okay, so I already knew I didn't have enough of cardboard laying here to complete this full door to make this template the way it's supposed to fit for the grill that I had already made. So I decided I'm just going to size it up the best that I can, and then I'm just going to add in pieces as I need it. And then once I add those pieces in, I will probably paste them together with tape and glue. And then after that, make it do what it do. So I did put a handle on it, on this door, but then I'm like, I don't know if I want that or not. So now that I've done that, I've already drawn out the part that I need. And so now I'm just going to cut those pieces out that are not needed on both sides, making sure everything is straight and neat before doing so. So I'm trying to actually decide what in the world am I going to do now, because I really don't know exactly how I want this to look. So I'm playing it by ear, as always. So now here I am trying to figure it out. So I realized that my door is too small. So I put another piece at the bottom of it. So I'm trying to make one full door piece right here from where the line is. And this is going to be one side of the car right here that I'm creating. So once I get this how I want it, I'm going to cut off all the other pieces that are not needed to make this door. And that's pretty much the door that we're going to use as the template right there. So now I'm realizing I have to go ahead on and bump this up to the grill and try to make this work and make sure that it looks right. So that's what you see me doing right here. So I know I got to make sure that the grill front matches the side of the grill. And that's what this is about right here. Just to see how much I have to make this work. So finally, I have all the pieces cut out. So this is me setting up my setup so I can go and record for my other channel, A Journey Through Time. And so as you can see, if you look on the table, all the pieces that are needed are cut up. And I'm just setting up everything. So like I said, so I can go ahead on and film. Okay. So I'm not going to do any more talking. Now I'm going to just show you everything that's going on, all the movement and talking and stuff. That is me actually talking to the camera for the other channel. So enjoy the video.
be educated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before the new. Rewind, take it out of cue. Innocence can be a young man's game. Signed up for the hall of shame. I wish I knew.
All right, well, this is me wrapping up the behind the scenes on this video. I'm cleaning up everything so I can do my outro for my content. And that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and enjoyed the behind the scene content that I shared with you today. So until the next video, have a blessed one.